Hey, what's up? This is Jonas and welcome to my review of Funnelify. What you can expect from this video is what I learned using Funnelify for the last few days. I'm also going to show you how easily you can build landing pages or any type of page with this page builder. I'm also going to show you what you need to know, most importantly, such as autoresponder integration, how the mobile responsiveness works, and other features and how easy it is to use. Not only that, I'm also going to show you 5 things that I look for in a page builder whenever I review these type of products. You'll know the pros and the cons of Funnelify. I'll show you detailed information on the upgrades and the OTOs. And if you do decide to get Funnelify, I'll also give you 15 bonuses for free that you can check out at the link below, where there'll be a link to the full review that I've written to give you all the detailed information from pricing and upsells to the demonstration, overview, conclusion, pros and cons, and the bonuses and everything you need to know in order to make an informed decision. You may also have some questions as you go into looking into if this page builder or funnel builder is for you. Questions such as, is it easy to use? Which autoresponders does it integrate with? Can Funnelify do what you need it to do? Is there payment getaway? Can you build memberships? How fast are the pages? You may also have other questions, and if you do have any questions at all, simply just leave a comment below this YouTube video and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So let's get into it, and let's first of all have a look at the 5 things that you must look at when you look for a page builder. At least this is what I look for. First thing I want to know, is it easy to use and is it intuitive? I don't want to spend time doing too much technical stuff, so it needs to be easy to use. Also, how flexible is it? Can you adjust certain things so it looks exactly how you want it to look? I think that's very important to me. I think speed is very important, not only when you edit and build your pages, but also is it fast to load? And does it come included with templates? If you just want to throw a quick squeeze page or a landing page or bridge page or thank you page up, is it easy to just plug in a template that looks good and use it from there? I think that's important. And last but not least, does it integrate with your tools such as autoresponders? Can you insert pixels on it? Stuff like that. That's pretty important as well. So with that, let's dive into the first part and let me just log in.
Like the attention girl, I know you, but you're everything.
Alright, so I'm logged into Funnelify and let's just go through my list of the 5 things to look for. Is it easy to use? Is it flexible? Is it fast? Does it have templates? And how's the integration? I already built one funnel and I'm going to just go into that now, and then I'm going to explain how the dashboard looks and how it works and the basics of Funnelify, and then we are going to customize this that I already built, which is basically a template at this point built by me, and I'm going to share this with you as well as a bonus, because one of the features that Funnelify has is that you can actually go ahead into settings, and of course you can publish it to a subdomain. If you have the upgrade, you can publish it to a custom domain, but you can also have it shared to other users of Funnelify. So I'm going to share this funnel with you if you do decide to get Funnelify, or either way, I'll leave the link below in the description so you can get it. But this is the dashboard, or the interface, so to say, and I just showed you the settings. Now the most important part is here on the right. You have 5 different icons. The first one is the style manager, and that's whenever you have a block, you click on the block, you're under the style manager, you can change settings, general, dimension, typography, decorations, extra, and flex. The basic settings are usually only available if you have a form like this. This is where we integrate the autoresponder. I'll get to that later. Now if you just want to change some text, for example, you go to the text element, you click on, for example, typography, and here you can change the size, you can change the font, you can change the weight, if it's bold or normal or light. There's also options to change spacing and line height as well. If you want to change the color, you can do that from here as well. Let's just go through the next, which is the layers here on the right. This is where you can see all the elements. So if there's anything you just want to have a quick look at what you've got on your page, you can click on this from here. Now here we have the blocks, and these are what you would want to use if you want to add something to a template, or if you want to start from scratch. You can add anything from basic containers, columns, forms, call to actions, contact forms. Here's content, dividers, headers, features, footers, gallery, maps, navigation bars. If you want a navigation bar, you just drag and drop like so. If you want to delete it, you just do it like this. As you can see, it's pretty fast. And so with the front end of Funnelify, you get 220 mini template blocks. And those are stuff like, for example, is the header. If you want this, you just drag it in. And that's what's considered a mini template. Besides the 220 mini templates on the front end, you also get 50 full page templates, such as opt-in pages, home pages, thank you pages, etc, etc. Now if you do upgrade to the first upgrade, which I believe is called Pro, then you get the double amount of that, and so that means you'll have even more templates. But that's the basics of it. As you can see, there's many categories when it comes to templates. If you're just an affiliate selling affiliate products, you would most likely just need an opt-in page, a thank you page, or like a bridge page. But you can build home pages as well. You can build sales pages if you want. And as you can see, there's many options. Even if you want to sell websites to clients, there's this local option here, depending on different niches. Here's one for real estate, here's one for weddings, here's one for a designer and restaurants, and a lot of cool stuff. Now memberships, I haven't checked that, but I guess you can build membership landing pages as well. Although you cannot build like a product, and you cannot accept payments from within this. So that's a con if you're looking for that. For me, it's not really a con because I wouldn't use it anyways, at least not at this point. And the last thing here is pages. If you have an opt-in page and you also want to have a funnel including a thank you page, you can add that from within here. So with that being said, let's just go through how I would edit it. I built this from scratch, and so that's very easy to do. All I did was add a background image. So I click here on this box, I go to settings, decorations, and I just clicked on background here, click on image, and here's the image that I uploaded. So that's pretty easy to do. Then you can add a box. All I did was go to the blocks here. I went to basics and I threw in a container, and that's what you get with this. Now, if you want it to be a little bit bigger, you can go to the style manager and you can go to dimensions. And I set it to 900 because that's what I usually do. Sometimes I do 1000 and it'll be a little bit bigger. As you can see here, you just do it with this, slide up and down, or you just put in your pixels like so. If you want to change the background of this box, you can of course do that as well. You go to decorations, background color, and what you would do, you click on this. You can change that however you like. If you want like a very aggressive red, you can do that. You can change the transparency however you like. Now I think that's a bit too much aggressive, so I'm just gonna keep it like this. Now another cool thing you can do, this is one of the things why I like Funnelify, is that you can change margin and patterns in every direction. And if you're not sure about basic web design, basically we have something called a margin, and if we click on the box, then the margin is from the box and up. So if I want more space on top, I could say like 100 here, and you see it adds 100 pixels on top of the box, or 200. Now it adds 200 pixels on top of the box. Padding is within the box, so you can say 100 within the box, and there it goes. And that's for top, bottom, right and left. And so that's very important because a lot of page builders don't have this option, and that's really important when you want to build stuff as you see fit. So in terms of flexibility, this definitely checks that category. It's very flexible. It can do everything that I wanted to do. So I like that, and it gets a tick for that. In terms of ease of use, I think it's really easy to use when it comes to just dragging in stuff, and forms are pretty easy too. That said, it does have a little bit of a learning curve, as with any page builder. Every page builder that I've used always have a little bit of a learning curve in the beginning, and then from there you kind of just get it. So you will want to play around with this for like a day or two, and then you'll just get it. But if you want to shortcut that learning curve, there are tutorials as well, which you get for free when you get Funnelify. So that did help me in some instances, but mostly I just tried it out and just did stuff. For example, when I wanted to add in the form with the name, email, and the button, I just went to blocks, I went to forms, and I just took this form right here. So I did this. When you want to add in a form, you can look at the green thing, which, let me add it here, for example. Okay, so now I added it below the box. Let me see if I can get it inside of the box. Should probably add it here, right? Okay, so now I have a name, and there's a label, and here's the input, basically. If I don't want the label, I can just delete that. And here for the input, I can go to typography. I can change the font color so it's a bit easier to see. Click OK. I can change the weight to bold, so now you can see it. I can also center it, and I can make it a little bit bigger. No, I don't want to go, ouch. A little bit bigger, like so. So now you can see that it's kind of like this. It's just a little bit wider. So in order to make it a little bit more slim, I go to width. Actually, I'm going to go to max width and say 600 pixels. Let's do 100 for the max width and 600 for the width. Now it's aligned to the left. So what did I do in order to get it to the center? Let me see if I can remember. General, inline, yes. Okay, so you go to general and you click on inline to center it. Now, as you can see here, this is rather square, right? I made them a little bit rounded. So if you want to do that, you can do that as well with Funnelify. You just go to, let me see if I can remember this, decorations, I believe. Border radius, exactly. So with border radius, that's the radius of the border. So you can do this 25, 25, 25, 25, ooh, 25. And now it's round like this. So as you can see, I think it's rather intuitive. I didn't have any problem with it. I do have a lot of experience with page builders, but I figured this out in a day with Funnelify. Every page builder is different, so you just want to like try it out. With that said, building a page from scratch is rather simple. As you can see, the way that I've just done it, I believe that's pretty easy. But you, of course, as with anything, you do have to just play around with it for yourself, which is why I've also included like a bonus, which to if you want to get this and test it out for yourself, you can go to the link below this video and you can check out all the 15 bonuses that you're going to get completely free for getting Funnelify through that page. and so you can start playing around with it. That's the best way to test the page builder, because you have certain needs, and so you just want to test out if it's good for you. I can only show you what I want to do it, what I want to use it for, of course, and so that's what I just did. Now let me just show you the templates, and after I've shown you the templates, we'll conclude this video. Basically what we have concluded so far is that the flexibility, it gets a tick for that. Ease of use, it gets a tick for that. Of course, there's some things that you may run into that seem a little bit odd. That's just because you need to, play around with it yourself. It doesn't matter what page builder you use, it will always be a little hard in the beginning. That's why you gotta spend a day or two to figure it out, and then you have it. Now in terms of speed, as you can tell from what I've been editing, I think it's pretty fast when it comes to editing, and it's also pretty fast when the pages load. They use this MPO technology, which I don't really know what it means, but whenever you insert images, it compresses them and optimizes them both for desktop and mobile, and so that means that your pages are going to load very, very fast. For example, the page that I just built is only 0.01 megabyte, which is not a lot, so that's gonna load really fast. So it does get a tick for fast. Let's go to templates, and let's also conclude if it's good with integrations, and then we can take it from there. By the way, if you already want to try it, you can just click the link below and check out my full review. If you don't want to go through this whole video, you can check out the written format and go to the conclusion or the pros and cons or whatever you want to check out. It's right below this video. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a new funnel where I will be testing the templates. I'm going to click on create. And this is probably what you want to do when you get in. You just want to create a new funnel. You want to go to templates, and you probably want to just start with an opt-in form. So for that, you can simply just pick anything you like. Let's go with this one. Okay, so now we have a template. There's a nice background image. It's a free report. Download the cheat sheet, whatever. If that's what you want to offer, that's cool. Now for me, I would probably want this box to just go down a little bit. That's why I'm gonna click on this box. I'm gonna go to dimensions, go to margin, and add 80 pixels on top. So now it looks a little bit better, I think. Of course, I would just enter in like whatever, if I'm offering a free report on how to make beautiful landing pages with a simple software, whatever. This is of course just for demonstration purposes. I would just, create it, just add a little bit of bold here. Maybe I want this to be a little bit smaller. And so what you have now is a ready-made template. If you want to change the button, of course you can just do that from here. Send me the info, whatever you want. You can style it as you want. Now the templates, I think, really are simple. They work. If you want to check how it looks on mobile, you click on mobile. And now it's blank. You may be wondering, why is it blank? Makes no sense. That's because they use this technology where they make a separate mobile page based on your desktop version. All you have to do is just click on this little arrow, copy from desktop, and it automatically creates a mobile version that are much quicker to load. So the image are going to be a different dimension, etc., etc. You'll still have to just change the text, like the font size a little bit. So let me change that from 60 to maybe 40. And I think the rest is good because it's going to be shown just like so. In this case, I will probably take the box up a little bit, go to dimensions, say 40 instead of 80. And here we go. Go back to desktop and okay. If I want to save it, I'm just going to click on save. And if I want to publish, I'm just going to go to settings. If you just have the front end, all you can do is publish to a subdomain, right? If you have the upgrade, you can do a custom domain. I'm just going to do the subdomain here, test funnel for YouTube. Click on save. And there we go. So this would be your link. It's on a subdomain, your subdomain, .funnelify.net. Pretty cool. So you can enter in your name or whatever, and you'll have a ready, beautiful capture page that loads really fast. If you want to see how it looks on mobile, you can see here, it looks really good. Now you may ask, okay, so that's all the ticks. It gets the ease of use, flexibility, fast, and it also do get the template tick. What about the integration? Alright, so as for integration, let's test if it can integrate with our tools, such as adding pixels, whether that's for Facebook or Google or tracking pixels. That's very important. And you also want to, of course, integrate it with your autoresponder. So how does that work? Let's start with adding pixels. That's pretty simple and easy to explain. The best way to do it is just go to blocks, then find the one under extra. There's this little HTML code. You can just place that anywhere, and when you click on it and click on this little icon, you can just add your pixel in right here. You can also go to code up here, and there'll be some existing code already. You can just copy it in there as well if you want. So you can absolutely add pixels, Facebook retargeting pixels, Google this, Facebook that, click magic, and etc, etc. So that's easy and simple to do, and it has that ability, so that's good. Let's look at adding autoresponders into your squeeze page like this one. And what you would do is go to the form, and under settings, what you see here is method and action. Now this is a little bit different from other page builders that I've seen. But basically this integrates with all major autoresponders that can build a raw HTML file like this. Most autoresponders does this by default. Here's an example of Aweber. You know, you have like your form code that you just copy and paste in, and it depends on the autoresponder that you have, because for example, if you click here with Aweber, form method is post, so technically you could go in here and choose the post right here. The action is a link specifically to Aweber, and if you use another autoresponder, it's a different link. But yeah, that's basically the action. As you can see here, action, and then the link. And so you will add this, but if I'm not mistaken, you do need to add something else. So it depends on your autoresponder. You would most likely want to ask them, or you can wait for the tutorial to come. At this moment that I'm making this video, there is a tutorial on the way. I asked the support team of Funnelify, and they are creating a tutorial on how to do this. Basically, it's just inputting this HTML form file. I guess you could just insert it under code, but it's definitely available. I just don't know exactly how to do it, but I'm sure it's pretty simple to do. Just need the tutorial and then it should work. So it does integrate, I just don't know how to do it at this moment in time. By the time you're watching this video, don't let that discourage you, because there will be a tutorial showing you how to do it, and you can always just reach out to your autoresponder support and ask them the things you need and how to integrate. So with that being said, I believe it ticks all the boxes when it comes to what I look for in a page builder. Sure, there's pros and cons. One of the cons is that it's not super intuitive to integrate this autoresponder, at least not where I'm sitting at, but I'm sure it'll be easy for you because you will have the tutorial and you can just follow along. And they'll most likely also add extra stuff to make it easier based on the feedback, because I've been giving them a lot of feedback, so they say they will update a lot of stuff that I have asked them to do. So that's good. all in all, this is a great page builder, super cheap compared to what you get, and it ticks all the boxes. So if you want to get it for yourself and also get 15 bonuses completely free, then there will be a link below this YouTube video or at the top comment in the comment section, and you can go to this page where everything is laid out in written format. And if you want to get it, you can check out all you need to know. Bonuses include softwares, training programs on how to get traffic, email marketing, stuff like done for your emails, my cheat sheet, personal one-on-one mentoring via WhatsApp chat is another bonus that I'm giving completely free just for getting this through this page. And there's a bunch of other great bonuses that you can check out at the link below. So all you got to do is simply just right click on any of these links once you're on this written review, and you just click on incognito window, and it'll take you to the sales page of Funnelify. Then from here you just go ahead and you click on the buy now button. You can get the $37 option or the $67 option based on what you want to do, and you get the bonuses either way. Then once you buy the product through this page, you'll have access to your bonus page where all the bonuses are instantly through this pay.com platform. It's like JVZoo and Warrior Plus. So that'll be delivered to you instantly. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me via email. So with that being said, thanks for watching this video. Leave a comment if you have any. Check out the full review. Go ahead and get started. Test it out for yourself, most importantly, because with page builders, it really have to be tested out on your own. You have to check out if it can do what it needs to be done for your specific needs. So go ahead and do that. You can do it for no risk because there is a 14-day money back guarantee. So I think that's good as well. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, reach out to me, and I'm looking forward to working with you one-on-one. Bye for now.